unstable, and she noticed that when she pressed on her...
Wait, so if she tries to even out the dent, will that like reactivate it and make it grow again? China's deadly bubble face disaster by Wani. So I've been using X more and more, and I have been seeing these pictures come up. And it just so happened on my timeline that I seen a video talking about this whole situation, so I figured it'd be interesting. As you already know, the original video will be in the description below. Make sure you hype up the video. Oh, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. The original will be in the description below. Also, make sure your account isn't on restricted mode, because if it is on restricted mode, then you won't get to see videos from your favorite YouTubers. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But with that out of the way, let's get it.
Oh, what? You're talking to me? What do you mean? I always looked like this.
Hey.
I mean, you too can look just like this.
Yeah,
now
I'm talking
imagine
to
this. A new beauty injection comes out that promises you'll look
I
10
look
times
like you.
younger. Completely safe, no risks, nothing. At first, everybody believed it because for an entire year, everybody came out looking like they just reversed aging. Except just right after a year, one day, every single person that got the injection, their
that does
face
look good though.
Started imploding on itself.
That does look good.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen a beauty procedure have a honeymoon face. We're talking about a beauty injection that worked flawlessly.
Wait, but she was pretty beforehand. She didn't even need to do that.
A formula
she was
that
like
instantly made you look younger and lasted for more than a year. And just one random morning, you wake up looking like a pufferfish. Chinese influencers have been promoting these so-called growth factor injections. And the way they sell it, it sounds like magic. One needle and your face completely fills out. Your cheeks look plump, your chin looks sculpted, and it was pretty much the secret anti-aging formula that people have been chasing for years. Listen, if you were in Shanghai gatekeeping a beauty procedure from everybody,
this sounds
you're getting slimed out by every influencer circle there is and their doctors. And I'm not even exaggerating, the before and after photos look insane. But here's the part that nobody tells you.
Their doctors.
Give it maybe a year or two and then suddenly your face just starts moving around on its own. And that's exactly how people end up with the so-called bubble face effect. And
what's causing
it literally
that?
looks like they got stung by 1,000 bees at once, or like something's growing under their skin trying to escape. And the biggest danger is that massive delay time frame that tricks you to thinking everything's okay. But I mean, things can just go south any day. And this isn't just some rare side effect. You're pretty much rolling a dice to see if your face accepts it or rejects it. And most of the time, it don't like you. So what even are growth factors? Well, here's where it gets interesting. They're actually proteins that your body naturally produces, and doctors can use these as creams to either heal wounds or like recover from burns. Keyword, externally on your skin, not internally injected into your face.
I may not be the smartest girl in the world, but why does this sound like cancer cream? Because think about it. The way he's describing it sounds like it inspires cancerous growth. Guys, just go to the gym and work out. It's not
it doesn't
that deep.
just fill your face like filler. It tells the cells in your face, hey, start growing and don't stop. So now your face is just constantly being spammed with signals to keep on growing tissue non-stop. And oh my god, imagine that for a second. Your face is literally stuck infinitely producing cells. Like the cells start multiplying uncontrollably and you start getting these lumps, this weird uneven swelling. And sometimes it literally looks like something is growing out of your face. It's always been like this. Cosmetic surgery was originally for treating past injuries, and growth factors were used to help wounds heal. Now they're all being used for appearance. Many netizens describe it as feeling pressure, pain, constant swelling,
that's
like
kind
their
of
face
a
is
dumb
inflamed
way to use
24/7.
it.
Speaking of doctors, I'm the worst at booking doctor's appointments. Like,
alright, this is gonna sound crazy, and I don't recommend anyone do this, but see, I'm kind of a freakazoid about my body. If I notice anything weird about my body, I hyperfixate on it. I would have probably tried cutting my face to drain out the fluid. I would have probably tried that. No one should try this. I am well aware that this is like my mental issues when it comes to this situation. No one should try that. I'm just saying, I probably would have was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this.
For me, it was my eyes, because I honestly just kept putting off going to the eye doctor. Now, once it's in your face, you can't just remove it. There's no undo button. There's no easy surgery to take it out. And if you try to remove it too early, it can actually make things worse. Like the remaining growth factor liquid that's in your face gets
I mean,
stimulated
if
and
you
starts
like,
growing
cut
even
it out.
faster in random directions. Like, imagine just like touching it
Oh no.
and then it
Oh
starts to spread
no.
out even more.
家说千万不要去那种小工作室打这种生长因
Well, it
子，
is a fluid.
你打了脸，
Oh
打了以
God.
后你就会发
And
现
you
你
did
的
this to
脸跟我
yourself.
一样，
You did this to
就
yourself.
显得
There's no one to
根
blame
本
but
没法
you.
见的，而且你打了完以
I'm
后，
sorry if
它
I
就
sound
一直
heartless,
长，
but I
一
would
直
never
长，
put
然后
something in my
你
body
去
to make
切
me
的
look
话，
better.
它还
I'll
是
just
会
go
一
to
直
the
长
gym.
的那种程度，所以千万不要去小工作室打。
If you cut it out, it'll grow faster. And that is literally, you're describing cancer. You gave yourself a cancer shot. So,
这种生长因子。
a
Yeah,
Darwin
so many
Award, I
doctors
guess.
refuse to even treat these cases. They don't want to touch it because it's that unpredictable and it's that risky, not just for the patient, but for the doctor as well. So most people, they just end up stuck
Wait,
with it.
is it
And they're just
contagious?
living with
Is
faces
it
that are just
contagious?
constantly changing,
Is it
growing,
contagious?
and deforming. And even some people end up with these super sharp, unnatural noses and even chins that just keep extending over time. I mean, that chin really looks like it could slice a fruit in half. I mean,
Lord
just take a look at this
Farquaad.
woman here named Miss Liang from Wuhan. She
Lord
wasn't even someone who was
Farquaad.
chasing extreme beauty standards. She said she was fine with how she looked, but she just one day thought, why not just improve it a little bit? That's it, just one appointment, and her life changed.
I'm pretty sure there's a story in the Bible about someone who wasn't appreciative about what they had, and then it all went bad.
After
Isaac?
getting the
Maybe it was
injection,
Isaac.
her face
I
didn't
don't- I'm
just
not
swell
sure.
up a little bit. It blew up. Like, literally inflated. She described it like her face was turning into a balloon, and she said that she became
Like a
scared even
tomato.
of her own
And
reflection.
she has
She
acne.
had growth factor, so it spread everywhere.
And she has
at the time,
acne.
she did try to fix it, using surgery multiple times, and each time, the growth came back. It kept regenerating constantly
I would
after
too.
each and every repair, and doctors could only slow down the process. And this just gets really sad, honestly.
我误打生长因子，之前每个人都说我
Yeah,
很
no,
好看
it's
很漂亮，
extremely sad.
我被朋友骗去打的。第一次打完挺好看的，就上瘾了。第二次打完，不到1个月就变形了，发红、发胀。
Wait, what do you mean the second time you got it? They said that you only got it one time and then this happened to you. I was gonna give you some sympathy, but no, they said you went back multiple times. Well, no, you said you went back multiple times. So, kinda your fault.
而且很麻
Kinda
木，
your fault.
无法接受。
Even to this day, she still posts on Douyin about her weekly repairs and warns people to avoid just even doing anything to your face. Now you might be wondering, how does something this sketchy blow up on a
Oh, wait,
platform
is
with
that like
millions of
Chinese
people? How are the
Twitter?
clinics even
I
getting
wanna
away
go to
with this,
Chinese
even though
Twitter.
it's an illegal procedure in China? Well, simple. Rebranding. Because nobody's walking into a clinic like, can I get these illegal growth factor injections that might
no one
permanently ruin
cares.
my face? Instead, they just slap a new label on it and they call it like youth serums, growth peptides, or like face activation. I mean, these clinics know that growth factor injections are illegal for cosmetic use. So they just sell the same thing under a different name. Instead of growth factor injection, it's baby face packages. Because everybody and their mother is obsessed with the baby face aesthetic. They'll post these aesthetic clinic visits where
Okay,
there's like
so
soft lighting and then
definitely
just some
should
girl laying
not
down getting
get
injected.
any of
And the
those.
caption is always like, finally achieving my dream baby face. But there's one renowned influencer who massively blew up this year, and she got what I would say is the worst possible outcome from all of this. We're talking about a
This
Douyin
doesn't
influencer
seem
known
healthy.
as Peach Blossom
And not
Baby.
even
She
physically, I
basically
mean like
became the living
psychologically.
embodiment
This does
of
not
what
seem healthy
happens when you just
psychologically.
go overboard with chasing perfection. She
Ooh, I
started
like her
young at
tattoo.
17, and
I could
before
never
that,
get one
she's
like that. My
always
family
had
would
this
disown me.
intense awareness of how she looked and her appearance. She was tall, like around 1.8 meters in middle school, which really made her stand out. And she hated being tall.
How tall is that in freedom units? How tall is that in freedom units?
She constantly felt watched and judged, which made her just obsess over her appearance. To the point where school didn't even really matter anymore. And you know what she did? She lied to her parents. She told them she needed 200,000 RMB, which is around $30,000, to start a business with a friend. She said if it worked, she'd double it, triple it, and her parents
$30,000?
believed her. They gave her all their savings, like all of it. And what did she first do? She went straight to get
$30,000?
plastic surgery. I mean,
You're a
if I ever
terrible
thought of doing
person.
something like that as a kid, I would just be
You're a
instantly
terrible
banished to the
person.
Shaolin temples to train as a
You
monk
are
for the
a
rest of my life.
terrible daughter. Well, firstly, I'm glad to see that Shaolin temples are inclusive. Firstly. But secondly, Getting shipped off to a Shaolin temple doesn't sound too bad. You could become a monk like Krillin.
Life. Now that was just the
So,
beginning,
I mean,
because
there's
over the
that.
next 8 years, she got procedures. Like procedures. Over 1,000 procedures, 400 injections, and 200 of which were growth factor injections just for her forehead. And the goal? Become an internet celebrity, escape the 9 to 5 normie jobs. Jobs aren't for people who've had plastic surgery, so she created her persona, Peach Blossom Baby. Now this is where everything collapses, because all of those growth factor injections, they didn't just sit there nicely. Her forehead started swelling, and not like, oh, just a little.
Well, it looks like she has a lot on her mind. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I know that's not funny. I know it's not funny. I know. This is really bad. But again, she did keep going back for more. It wasn't a one and done,
It
like they
started
portrayed it
protruding
at the beginning.
outward, like a hammerhead shark. But luckily, it deflated, okay? It calmed down, it deflated, and it left a massive dent.
Oh wait,
her
so it
entire
can
face
deflate.
became swollen,
Okay.
unstable, and she noticed that when
Oh
she
god.
pressed on her
Wait, so if she tries to even out the dent, will that like reactivate it and make it grow again?
like, it wasn't hard anymore. It didn't just stop there, because her facial nerves compressed so badly that she now has
Wait, so then that
permanent
means there's
uncontrollable
fluid.
twitching. And you can see in all her videos, it has a mind of its own. Her face
Oh
also became
no.
misaligned, and she even lost a part of her sense of smell, and she
Oh
genuinely
god.
fears that one day she might even go blind.
6月1号，我
Oh
从长沙
no.
坐飞机来的泰国。我在2020年的时候，额头因为注射
You can't see it right now, but I'm making a face of utter disgust. Like, oh my god, just those pictures.
导致玻尿酸感染，额头大面积的溃烂。当时额头感染了以后，化脓里面都进行烂了，而且里面都产生积液了。后期经开刀进行取出，住院了7天。给大家看一下之前的样子，我真的很后悔，真的。
Okay, so
大家以我为
then
戒，千万不要
wait,
再往脸上打
it
什
came
么
back?
玻尿酸童年针、胶原蛋白、胆固
again
醇、泻
after
的
it,
止痛。
like, I would think the bigger lesson is don't inject foreign objects into your body unless it's medicine, like from like a doctor, nothing cosmetic. I mean, maybe I'm crazy,
后期
maybe I'm
真的会
crazy,
很
but
麻烦，很
yeah.
麻烦，很麻烦。你们知道，人体面积感染超过15%，真的就是无力回天了。华佗在世都治不好了，我现在真的很担心，我头又晕，我而且还发烧，还恶心。
And it's not like she
Wait,
didn't
what do
try
you
to
mean
fix
by
it.
you're
She
beyond
went to
help after
hundreds of surgeons
15%?
all over
What does that
China
mean?
begging for help. And every single one of them refused, because the damage was
That
just
looks so
way too
painful.
severe. It was
That
too
looks so
risky,
painful.
too complex. So she's just now stuck with the face for the rest of her life. Now, despite everything, she didn't just disappear from social media. She actually leaned into it even more. Today, she continues posting as an influencer, like talking about her condition, showing the effects, and just vlogging her daily life. And in many of her videos,
It doesn't look bad,
she
I just
does
know
warn
it
people
messed
about
her up
plastic surgery
internally.
and even uses herself as an example. Except she says that she'd still rather die than stop. So,
Well,
Peach,
she's a hero.
once again, we're giving mixed signals. Of course, netizens were
Okay,
shocked.
she's
Her
not a
entire
hero.
story and her
She is
face
not a
went
hero.
viral, and she
She
even
is not a
became
hero.
like the prime example of the bubble face look. Many netizens even crowned her as a pioneer for paving the wave of that bubble face effect. So after hearing all the dangers about these growth factor injections, you'd probably think it just gets shut down immediately, right? Like illegal injections, people getting completely disfigured.
You would think.
Surely the government stepped
But
in
it
and
is
ended
China.
it, right? And
It
yeah,
is
they
China.
actually did. The Chinese National Medical Products Administration
Well,
straight
it
up
is
just
China.
said growth factor injections for cosmetic
Oh,
use
okay.
are completely
Well, I'm
banned.
surprised.
And on top of that, national media also started exposing these clinics, and doctors came out publicly warning people, and there's like a huge push to stop this trend from spreading. Nice. I wish it was that easy. Even after
Well,
the
that's
ban,
good.
these
That's
procedures
good.
are still happening, but they're just happening underground. And it's not really underground. They're literally just hiding in plain sight. These clinics don't just disappear. They
Black
adapt,
market.
they rename
Black
everything, and they
market.
tweak the marketing just enough so it doesn't sound illegal anymore. They have access to growth factor for general use, which means they have access to growth factor injections for illegal use. And people, without doing their research, still fall for it. I mean, you guys, if they can't show proper certification, licensing, or actual medical documentation, You just gotta dip.
So basically, don't get any cosmetic surgery. Well, I wouldn't get cosmetic surgery anyway, but get no injections of anything while I'm out in
Remember, a lot of
Asia.
these influencers who are
Okay,
promoting it,
noted.
they're getting paid. And whatever happens to you is not their responsibility.
Oh my
You know what?
God.
I'll tell you what, guys. If you ever think of getting something done to your face, just don't do it. Unless you're
Please
looking
don't
like
do it.
me.
Well, alright, that was the end of the video, and that was a interesting one. I had been seeing like those pictures on X for a while, but I never knew what was going on with that. I kind of thought it was like AI or like allergic reactions or something. But that being said, make sure you hype up the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. The original's in the description. And that being said, later losers, KuroKumo out.